What's up, pluggers and pickers around the world? Welcome to Six String Sit Down. I'm your host, Mitch Wessel, and I have the incredible Dustin Manucci on the show today to lay the hammer down. Alright, hey Dustin, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I know you're busy gigging all the time.
Yeah, man.
How old were you when you started playing, and what lit the spark for you?
First seeing Kiss, and I was probably about 12 when I started getting really serious about it.
Nice.
And my parents took me to go see Kiss for the first time.
Awesome, dude.
Up in the nosebleed seats. So
nice.
I remember wearing my mom's makeup and high heels.
Did you paint your face like any of the members?
Yeah, I was a huge Paul Stanley fan.
Awesome, dude. Awesome,
and
man.
Then, the first solo I ever learned was Ace Frehley's A Live solo from the 1975 record.
That's killer, dude.
I'm just playing the same pentatonic lick over and over
That's
again,
a good pentatonic lick, though. All the dudes in the 70s use that one. It's the best.
Who doesn't? Yeah. I mean,
do you remember your first guitar?
Was a Washburn Paul Stanley model.
Awesome.
My first good electric guitar, yeah.
Nice.
And I remember wanting to put rhinestones on it because he had it, but it looked terrible and it fell off and everything.
Do you still have it, or?
No. After that, I got a Gibson Flying V, one of those cherry red.
Awesome.
With their crescent moons or whatever. I don't think they make those anymore.
Nice, dude. That's killer. Were you self-taught or did you take lessons?
I took lessons. My grandfather and my uncle, Chris Malinowski.
Yeah, I knew Chris. Chris is a good dude, yeah.
They had Mal's music, so I was just around that all the time.
Oh, wow, that's great, dude. In your formative years, would you spend a lot of time working on that? Would you say that really helped you progress, learning songs or?
Really technique, a lot of technique. And then I got really heavily into metronome exercises, and then after that, learning songs. I got really heavily into Yngwie. That changed my whole life.
Nice.
First hearing that, and then after that, it was Yngwie and classical music for years and years and years.
Awesome, dude. Who's your favorite classical artist?
Mine would be Mozart. My favorite concerto is Concerto Number 20 in D minor.
Awesome, man.
Concerto.
Yeah, man. Mozart's the man. So, later on, you actually, after high school and stuff, you went to Musicians Institute.
I did go to Musicians Institute.
What was that experience like, and what
amazing.
What did that do for your guitar playing?
Amazing and humbling.
I bet, man. Everyone's a killer player out there, right?
Yeah. Well, I was practically clocking out 10 hours or something. There was a kid down the hallway clocking 13, 14.
Yeah.
And you just hit the ground running when you go out there, I started a band, I got all the members that I wanted and everything, and just started playing out and going to school.
Nice,
and
nice.
I missed the school aspect of it.
Yeah.
I loved it out there doing that.
Yeah, a lot of great players always doing guest lessons and seminars out there.
Oh, yeah, the best players in the world, Scott Henderson, Carl Ryan, those guys, man. We got to see that every day.
Yeah, talk about inspiration, man. Yeah. That's incredible, dude.
So it was really cool.
What was the scene like out there, the music scene and stuff? When you weren't in school, you were out jamming in clubs. What was that like, man? What was the scene like?
It was cool. I mean, it's like around here, not much has changed. It's cliquey.
Yeah,
you have your guys and you have your friends and stuff like that. But not in school. Not in school. It was all about studying. Nobody gave a shit if you listen to metal or country or blues or this. They just cared that you
just trying to get better.
Stuff. Yeah, exactly. Just get better, and that needs to be. I wish that was thought about more.
Yeah, just on your own personal journey.
Who am I friends with? How many people do I have in my circle? Blah blah blah. Just
right.
Play,
Yeah, exactly. It's all universal, man. It's a universal language.
Exactly.
Music, man. That's what it's all about.
That's really all it should be about.
So you said it, man. You really loved Yngwie. You're a shredder type guy, man. What?
Still love Yngwie.
So I already think I know the answer to this, but is less is more or more is more?
It really depends on the context.
All right.
Really. If you want to get a gig, don't get me wrong, I love more is more, but that can be also going to a gig and trying to do all that stuff, and they're like, no, man, I only want you to vamp on one note, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's what the gig calls for, so.
So you got to be able to, kind of conform to
hey, I love Yngwie, but
you got to be the ultimate utility knife.
Check out, like, Nile Rodgers, man.
Absolutely.
His rhythm is unreal. Like, it's the best,
that's awesome.
And it's not playing crazy shred licks.
So, in your opinion, man, you're a great soloist. You rip, dude. In your opinion, what are the ingredients to a great solo?
I think taking you on a journey. Like, how do you want to start it off? Do you want it to start off on a low note? Do you want it to start on a high note? How many measures, how many bars do you want to hit? How many notes do you want in each measure? Do you want it 16th notes, 8th notes, blah, blah, blah? What scales do you want to use? Because each chord, you can use so many different things.
Right.
If it's a major chord, you don't have to just use one type of major scale.
Yeah. That's true. That's just basically a great beginning, middle, and end, pretty much.
Exactly. Just tell the story.
Yeah.
And just make it your own, And sometimes if you just want to go for it, just, foot on the gas. Just, that's cool, too. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, who, growing up, besides Yngwie, what was some of your biggest influences?
Jeff Beck, for sure. Sean Lane. Jason Becker. Paul Gilbert.
Nice.
God, then I got really heavily into Michael Schenker for a long time. I was a huge Michael Schenker fan. Still am. UFO, any of that stuff. Then even like some of the 80s hair metal bands, like Warren DeMartini from Rat was amazing.
Absolutely.
Any of the guys Dio ever had in his band.
Yes. I don't know. I can't. Vivian Campbell, right?
Vivian Campbell,
incredible, man. You listen to some of them solos from back when, man, they're so tasteful, like such tasteful shreds.
And they're choppy, but like
they're perfect. They still hit you in the heart, man. It's perfect, man. Man, Paul's my guy, man. I love Paul Gilbert, man, because he just he's always having fun, and he was very inspiring. Like, he was such a monster player, but he just had so much fun that he just made you feel included and like,
even like made you feel like you could do it.
He was
Hey man, everybody can have my job.
He just he really made learning guitar so much fun, man. Yes. His DVDs are incredible. I love his sense of humor.
The way he breaks it down too was really easy to understand. Like, here's how this arpeggio works, and blah blah blah.
Yes.
And stuff like, you're like, oh wow, like suddenly I get it.
Yeah.
It wasn't this like big Rubik's Cube of how the fuck do I do this? And what do I have to do this?
Absolutely, yeah, man.
I'm sorry, are we allowed to cuss on that?
Hey, yep, that's YouTube. We can do whatever the F we want. We can bleep it out like Jerry Springer. We can bleep it out like Jerry Springer. It's all good.
I'm okay with that too.
So, man, you're in Bad and Ruin, which is a duo.
That I recently left that group, but now it's become a duo. We do gigs occasionally.
Okay.
And I'm not going to go into detail.
Right, well, no, that's fine. Yeah, well, basically, I mean, what I was getting at is basically you've played in a duo, and then you have your trio, and then now you're also, with Genesis Z.
Which is a 5-piece
Which is like
band.
a 5-piece. So, I mean, how does your approach change from band to band?
Absolutely. Absolutely. With Bad and Ruin, I got a lot of freedom to just kind of do whatever you do.
Right.
Over anything. So there was a lot of, like, shredding and going on and everything like that. Even over if we had to play like Leonard Skinner songs, I would sweep arpeggio. And
that's awesome, neoclassical Freebird. Yeah, I gotta hear that.
Yeah,
that's
they probably real Southern rock fans are probably like turning their.
Dude.
Oh god,
there's no rules in music. If it sounds good, it is good.
But with Genesee and the Black Mamas, we have 3 guitar players, so each person has their own part.
Right.
That they have to stick with.
It's more like an orchestra.
Yes. And I love that.
Yeah.
Like that discipline. It's so new for me. Like with because playing in a trio, like my own trio, it's all shred and more is more.
That's
kind
fun
of
too, though, because you got to fill that space. You know what I mean?
Like,
it's your job to fill that space, which I always love the trios, man. Like I love Richie Cotton and like a lot of the trio stuff he does.
Government Mule.
Oh yeah, phenomenal.
Amazing, yeah.
Warren's the man.
But I mean, I love I love playing in the Black Mamas, and G is so talented. I don't know if you've ever met him.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal singer. Yeah, man, great songwriter.
And Jeff on guitar. Jeff's like a keyboard player on guitar. Like he does these crazy Alan Holdsworth type chords. That's beautiful.
Great, man. That's great.
And you gotta know your part. You have to.
So you write a lot of originals as well.
Yeah.
What's that process like for you, man? Do you kind of just improv and hit a voice memo and kind of try to see what sticks or what?
Nah, for each song I think it depends on it, but like usually like right now I'm going more into like the songwriting aspect and not worrying about so much like the solos or I have to do like crazy chops over here.
Yeah.
Just going, hey, this is a great riff.
Right.
I'm going to either put lyrics to it or do I not want to put lyrics to it. Do I want a big chorus, blah, blah, blah. And it almost has like a pop sense when I write.
That's awesome, man.
Which is like, you know,
which is,
like,
which is good though.
Yeah. Honestly, I am a huge, like, I'm a big 90s pop fan, believe it or not.
It's just isn't it crazy that 90s is like classic rock now?
Yeah.
Like, we're getting old, man.
But like some of those early Britney Spears, and whoever was producing those records, they were incredible.
Well, it's funny now. I look back into that, you know, some of that pop stuff, and it's like, wow, Tim Pierce played on all that crap. Right? Tim Pierce, like all the best studio musicians, like you start to learn, like that's why it sounds so good because some of the hottest studio musicians in LA played on it.
And they can rip all they want, but they're not able to. They're
just playing what's tasteful.
Exactly, they're doing what's for the song.
Absolutely, serving the song, and I feel like serving a song is definitely most important, man.
That's how you're going to get the gig.
Yeah.
You know, we're all guilty of doing too much or, you know, going in and being like, oh, I'm just going to rip. And they're like, no, dude, we're going to find somebody else, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Well, and plus the audience, you know, it's like you want to serve the song. It's great to do it live sometimes, but then after
where's the smoke break?
Too much of anything, too much of any one thing can be, be overkill, I guess. So with that being said, man, any advice for any young any players that are learning the craft, you know, what they should be working on, or
I don't know about what you should be working on. Just love it. I mean, really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And don't do it because it's going to make you this or it's going to make you that or you want to do this. Just you better love this thing.
Absolutely.
Your music's not always going to love you back.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever instrument, really, really enjoy it, and that goes for anything: food, music, you're doing construction. Like, dig it.
Right.
Really love doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's one thing I absolutely love. Love my guitar. It just.
Hey man, that's great advice that anybody can get down with, man. I really like that.
Yeah, there's no if you want to have all the technique, then learn that. If you don't do it because you feel like you need to have that.
Right.
If you want to play power chords, play the best power chords you can play.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's wrong with that. If you're good at it, you're good at it.
Absolutely, and it's what you love. That's all that matters.
That's exactly what it is.
That's awesome, man. Well, man, Dustin, I appreciate you coming on. You know, I got to ask you the final question, which is my all-time favorite question.
I was thinking about this actually going down. I was talking to my dad about it. Who's in my top 5?
Yeah, who's on your Mount Rushmore of guitar players? And is it 4 or 5? It's 4, right? 4. I'm talking to Dan, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, our producer / friend / Dan the man.
So definitely Yngwie, because that like changed my whole life. Man, it's Stevie Ray Vaughan, for sure. Yeah, I got really heavily into him. Jeff Beck, and then I'm gonna say Jason Becker.
Great choice, man. That's phenomenal. Yeah, Jason's the man. All those guys. Jeff Beck is mentioned a lot, man. I think he's, out of all the great old school guitar heroes, he's like, I don't want to say underrated, but I mean, he's the player's player, man, for sure.
Yeah, and they don't give him that much credit.
They don't give him
the
credit he deserves, do they?
Like he has all the chops in the world, but he plays notes that you're like, where the fuck is that on my fretboard? You're trying to sit there and figure it out. You're like, where is this thing? You know. Like Jake from Lowercase Blues. He's probably the closest that I've ever seen
he does,
to
man.
that.
Yeah, Jake's incredible, man. He's
just wow, this kid's amazing.
He can get a lot out of one note, can he? it's very inspiring.
Better than way better than I can do it. Yeah, I mean, I just like a lot of notes.
And Jake's an incredibly humble and awesome dude, too, which is just as cool, man. It's great to see that.
He really is. He's phenomenal.
Well, man, Dustin, hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, dude.
Man, thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much.
This was awesome.